Welcome to Downtown Dish, your destination for everything worth knowing about the city of Lowell. I'm Casey.
And I'm Tracy, and we are the Mill City Mavens. Downtown Dish is our newest adventure. We want to introduce you to all the things that make Lowell special, and if you're a native or you've lived here for a while, we hope that you learn something new from viewing the city through our eyes.
There are a lot of reasons why Tracy and I live and work here in Lowell. By focusing on the people, places, events, food, and festivals, we'll show you exactly why Lowell is so unique and is the kind of place you'll want to call home. So let's get started.
Okay, so this week, Casey is actually part of the Friends of the Pollard Library, and she knows a lot about the museum passes over there. So she's going to give us a little bit of information about those.
Well, since it is school vacation week, probably a lot of people are strapped for ideas on how to keep the kids interested. In fact, our friends Jared and Roxanne last week were saying that they've lived in Lowell for about a year and haven't had a chance to explore. This week may be the perfect week to do that. There are a lot of different museums here in Lowell, from the Textile Museum, the Quilt Museum, of course the Revolving Museum, and a great way to get out there and to see these places without spending a lot of money is to use the museum passes that are made available at the Pollard Memorial Library. Typically you do have to book them in advance and pick them up in advance, but you can certainly do that right online at pollardml.org, and these passes will give you either a discounted or free admission to various museums throughout Lowell and also throughout Massachusetts.
So another thing that we thought of is what can the kids do this week? You can take them somewhere, let them use all their energy up so they're not bouncing around the house. Well, there's a great place called Jump On In, and it's on 100 Phoenix Ave in Lowell. There's a website called jumponfun.com. Definitely want to check it out. They do parties there, and they have all those big bouncy houses, and kids of all ages can go. You can go for the day. You can have a party there with a bunch of kids, get them all together. They do provide food if you do a party, and little gift bags and things like that. It's a great way for your kids to blow off their energy. Mom and Dad, you can just sit back, relax, watch them. And you know, that's definitely something that we would highly recommend during this week.
And of course, one of the great things that happens during school vacation week is Lowell Kids Week, and that's put on by a number of different venues around the city of Lowell. You can actually get information about all the events that are happening by going to the National Park Service website, nps.gov/low. And you can see the schedule of events right there. So Tracy and I have picked out a couple of things that we thought would be really interesting that we would want to take part in.
Definitely. One of them is coming up this Friday at the American Textile History Museum, and it is a Harry Potter scavenger hunt. I know there's a lot of Harry Potter fanatics out there, so this is definitely something you'd want to get down to. I believe you also make friendship bracelets down there, which is awesome, and you make them using the Hogwarts school colors, and then you take part in the Harry Potter scavenger hunt. And once again, that's at the American Textile History Museum.
And coming up on Saturday, something that I'm very interested in because I always wonder, what would I have been like 100 years ago? It's the Back in Time Bobbleheads, and that takes place at Boot Mill's Cotton Museum, and you'll have a chance to pick out clothing and accessories to go on your bobblehead and make a bobblehead of what you would have been like 100 years ago. So again, check out all the activities on nps.gov/low.
We'll also have a copy of this in the office if anyone did want to stop by. We could make a copy for you, and you could get some information from there.
And from our broadcast suite high above River Place Towers, that's our view on Lowell.